Hello everyone, my name is Genesis and I run Genesis Apparel Shop, and today we're going to be prepping for a pre-order run, and we're going to be prepping just for my shop launch. We're going to be prepping for things in the future, hopefully markets. Sorry if you can hear my AC running in the background. It's going to be on and off in this video because I'm just going to record at random moments. But I'm going to show you what I have done, and then I'm going to show you what I have done just for the shop launch, and then what I have done for the pre-order, which is nothing, kind of, and what I'm doing for pre-order. So I wanted to sit down and talk just a wee bit about what I'm doing. So I'm doing a collection called Homespun Whimsy. And the main inspirations behind it are, I've been out in the country a lot lately. That's where I live. I live in a lot of rural areas, and you see this familiar aesthetic kind of everywhere. You know, I was driving through a really small town today and I saw it in a house. It's like a white house with very delicate and intricate like details, but all of the things that were painted white that were metal are now rusted. Okay, it's lace, but it's been coffee dyed to be like an off-white color, or it's just time worn, and it's now this off-white color. It's, you know, wooden buttons or buttons that are like mismatched. It's like cute little handmade things that look like they've been handmade by grandma. That's mainly the aesthetic, and something that I can relate it to that you can go and look up like right now that's already an aesthetic is shabby chic. But shabby chic, especially when I look it up on Instagram, looks more like the shabby chic that I knew mixed with coquette. It's like farmhouse aesthetic, but it's not too farm-like. I wanted it to be more broad and fit to what I gather from all of those aesthetics and what I like from all of them, because I don't like everything. Not everything is for me. But I have been redesigning my website. I really want to just have a really updated website look for it. It's gonna be it's so cute as of right now. I've been designing like all day. I've been revamping the website design and designing like banners and pictures and stuff for it. So for the next week, I'm going to do ads for the pre-order for this week. So it's currently Tuesday. I'm going to post Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because on Monday, that's when the pre-order starts. And I've just been I'm so bad at social media, and you know, if I don't have it pre-planned and like do it in advance, it's just, I'm like making things on the fly that day and posting them, and hopefully somebody will see them. So it's currently Monday of the next week, and I am just now posting ads for the pre-order that I've now moved to next week because I wasn't able to post it last week. I just got so busy, and I didn't prioritize and time manage correctly. So here we are. Even when you feel like you plan everything out, sometimes things just don't go according to plan. It's just life. And that just hasn't been getting a lot of attention, so I need to make a lot of reels because I want to garner more attention, and that garners way more attention than just a post. But I don't have any of my pre-order items done. I have bits and pieces, but I don't have a full product done, and so I can't take product photos and I can't make ads about them. So what I'm going to do tonight, my goal is to get one item done. So what I'm doing are starmuffs. I sold these last year in my Etsy shop, and I sold a couple of pairs, and they always got me so many compliments. People ask me all the time where I got them, and I just had a lot of people just like really commenting on them, and also I had a couple people buy them. Now, when I mean a couple, I literally mean two. So I'm not expecting, you know, people to flock towards them, but also I'm expecting them to be my biggest seller, and I'm only having them in 3 colors this year, like I did last year. But I did a custom one last year, but I'm not going to do any customs because I'm trying to sell these 3 colors, and then I'm going to make 3 of each because I have different variations. So I don't know if I'll say this later in the video because I'm having a little bit of trouble airdropping the videos from my phone to my iPad, but essentially I've changed up a lot of things about the star muffs, and one of them being the style variations I have. Instead of there being 3, I only have 2. So I have solid ones, and then I have ones with ribbon all the way around the outside of the star muff with a bow in the middle. I'll show those to you. So this is the red pair with the bow in the middle, and I'll eventually have a hard like wire headband here so that it will be more like, so without the point, but it'll be more like this, and so you don't have to have the straps underneath. But this is what the ribbon all the way around looks like. And then one without it is just a plain one. It just has nothing, and technically, until I put the wire headband in, it's reversible, but as of right now. Anyway, so that's what I did. I just wanted to save a little bit of yarn with the ties, and also I think I've gotten a lot of feedback from a lot of people, and the number one feedback for me has been, why don't you put a headband on it so that you don't have to tie it around? So that's what I decided to do with these, but I still have to find those wire headbands and then attach them to these. But look how cute! I finished these today. They're super cute. Also, a couple dilemmas with that. So my ribbon, I went to go shopping, and the Joann fabrics that I went shopping at had no ribbon. Like, their ribbon section was completely sold out. So sometime soon I have to go and get ribbon. And by sometime soon, I mean tomorrow or the day after, so I can take product photos of them and then get them up for better pre-order, because what I'm going to do tonight is just going to take finish the plain one, take photos of it. And I don't have any red ones crocheted at all. I have brown ones, but I ran out of brown yarn, so they're just like this. And so they're just the stars. And of those, technically, I think I have, again, 2 star muffs, and I want to make 3 of each. I'm sorting them out right now. So it takes 2 stars to make 1 muff. And then it takes 4 to make the 2. So right now, if I crochet these together, I only have enough for 2 to make 2 pairs. But I really need to get crocheting on these, because I might have to push, I'll have to look at my content calendar, which I hate calling it content. I don't know what else, like posting calendar, but like I hate calling it content and all this stuff. It just feels so like unfriendly, and it just feels so impersonal and like not human. I don't know, it just feels weird. It's like I'm trying to promote, I mean I am, but I'm like, it just feels icky to me for some reason. But my posting calendar, to see if I can move back my pre-order to 1 week. I think I can. I think I had a week in between the pre-order and in between like the regular, like when I was gonna post it. I know I'm gonna have to push this back a week, because the people who follow my Instagram, which is genesisapparel.shop, which is the same as my website URL, are going to be really, really annoyed by me if I'm posting every single day, because I get annoyed by that, and I don't want to particularly do that. But I need at least a week's worth of pre-order ads in order to get people knowing and interested in all this kind of stuff. And not only do I have to post it on Instagram, I have to post a couple on TikTok. I have to post the ones that I post either on Instagram or TikTok are just going right to my YouTube shorts. So I have to figure out all of that. Half of the battle, not even half, like I saw the other day, somebody was like, 80% of your business is marketing. And that is so true. Like, I feel like I spend as much time on my computer creating little things for my websites, creating posts, as much time as I do, like sometimes crocheting these. And one of these takes me 40 minutes to make. And sometimes I feel like I'm taking as much time making these as I am doing all the marketing and all the stuff on my website. Also, let me know if the camera angle's good, because my boyfriend was like, your camera angle is like underneath your chin, and like that's not a good angle. And so he suggested that I get better camera angles, and he also asked me what phone I had so he could buy me an early birthday present of a little tripod stand. He's too sweet, and I hope he doesn't do that, because I have one. It's just poop. Anyways, not the point. Let me know if I have a good camera angle. And if you have an iPhone and you have a poopy tripod, let me know, like in the comments, like what are the best ways to prop up your phone. A little bit more about homespun whimsy. So the only thing that I'm doing pre-orders for are the star muffs, so that's why I'm focusing on those. But in my first launch, because I want to space out the collection a little bit, so it's like I have all of these ideas, and I don't have enough time to work on all of them all at once. See, I'm like not in the main of the frame. There we go. But I don't have enough time to work at all of them at once, and so I need to space them out in like drops. So I think I'm gonna end up doing 3 drops, the initial collection launch, another one, and then another one. So I'm planning on launching the collection September 22nd, which is the autumn equinox. I did that on purpose because this is a fall collection and it's just like the turning of the tides. Also, September is my birth month, so just a bunch of things. But the first things I'm going to do in the first drop are star muffs. So I'm going to have the pre-orders, so those are separate, and then I'm going to make a specific amount of star muffs for the drop. I'm going to make 1 of each, plain weaved ribbon, and then just bowed ribbon, and that's going to be in all of the colors. So in total, there's going to be 9 star muffs, 3 in each colors. And then however many I do for pre-orders. Hopefully I do get pre-orders. That would be so fun. I just want to see, because there were so many people last year that asked me for star muffs and like, you know, asked if I made them or whatever. And so I want to give people a chance to be like, hey, I am doing star muffs again this year. Even if people don't pre-order, they know when I do drop the launch, then I'll have star muffs. And they can order them whenever they have money or whenever they want to. And then also what I'm dropping with that product launch is apple hats, which I'm super excited about. So this is my personal apple hat because I messed up a little bit on it, but also I was gonna keep the first Granny Smith apple, okay? It is my favorite apple of all time. I love a good Granny Smith, but a couple of things about this one. Now I do a certain amount of rows, and I compared it to one that I did a day before, and it had the exact same amount of rows, but somehow that one was bigger and this one was like 2 rows smaller, but it had the exact same number of rows. So I think on this one, I did my stitches tighter, or I missed a stitch somewhere and I didn't make it like big enough somehow, and so it didn't end up being as big as the others, and so it didn't end, I don't know, something went wrong. And so this one's a little short, but this is what they look like. It has a little leaf and a stem. They aren't wired at all, which I've toyed with that idea, but as of right now, I'm just gonna sell them like this. That means they can go flat like this. And if you know, but you can stand them up, and the pattern that I made for the stem is pretty rigid. So it stands up pretty easily like this. Like I was, you know, driving around in my car, I was like walking around in it, I went to a store and stuff, and it was still pretty stood up. It wasn't straight, like straight, but it was a little bit back, but you can still definitely see it. But just a little apple hat. So I'm gonna have 5 different ones of those, but I'm only gonna make 1 of each because I don't know how well they'll sell. But if they do sell really well, then in the next drop, I'll add more to them. Same thing with star muffs. In the next drop, I'll add more star muffs to them. Apple hat colors. We're gonna do a gala, and then a golden delicious, a crisp pink, I think that's what it's called, Granny Smith, and then crimson delight. So in non-apple colors, that means a red, a true red, gold, and I'm gonna do like an ombre pink. I have it, I'll show it to you in a second, but it's like an ombre, like salmon color. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. This green, so it's like a mid-toned green. It honestly like matches this bag so well. And then I'm going to do, and then a maroon color, so like a deep red. So I'll show you those right now. So this is a shelf that I have everything on. Up here are my 2, oh my goodness, scarves. I forgot what it was called. And my other scarf is right here because I was taking some photos with it the other day. I might try to sell these plain hats right here. One of them has a white stripe. It's like a dark green with a white stripe as well. They just won't be, I might even post all of this stuff now and see what happens. So also, if you want your Sailor Knot bag, here it is, and you should totally buy it. And also, back here is a part of my portfolio collection. They just have the tags on it like this because I haven't sewn in tags yet. Mainly because I don't want to sew them in until I just don't know where to put them, especially on these. But Anyways, so the tags are sitting on top of here because all of this stuff needs tags in it. So here are my apple hats. Okay, so ignore that this says Christmas on it. This is my failed slime is inside of here, but this is the only thing that was clear. So here we have the crisp pink. So it is that ombre salmon color, so it's darker at the top. It's more orange in the middle, and then more pinker at the bottom. I used this because this was yarn I already had, and this whole collection is just using yarn that I already have or replacing yarn in the exact same color so I can make more products of the same color. And then this is the maroon or crimson delight hat. These are the other ones, and hopefully I can add all of the other ones to it by the shop launch, but these will not be in the pre-order. These will just be in the initial drop. Since I'm only going to do star muffs in the pre-order, so that's why I need to get cranking them out, because I don't have a single one done technically. But look how cute this hat is. See, I think I might end up putting wire in them just so that, you know, the leaf will stay a certain way and the stem will. But as of right now, this is what I'm rolling with. The design might get changed, but it looks cute. So now I am just gonna crochet some star muffs together. So I sewed the other one on. This is what they look like. I had a really upset stomach for about an hour, so I just laid down and I stopped working. I talked to my boyfriend and I just scrolled on the internet, which probably shouldn't have done because that doesn't help me at all. It just like makes me feel sicker sometimes, but I feel good now, so I sewed it on. Yay! So this is what they look like. I think for the next pair, like I like the placement, but I think I'm gonna make it just a tad bit shorter. So I need to measure how big this is, like how long it is, and then make it probably 3 stitches shorter. First one, almost done. It is currently 11:43, so I am gonna go do my skincare, wind down, and get ready for bed. Hi everyone, I just wanted to do a little voiceover as I did my skincare. This is my Beauty of Joseon little head like wrap thing that I put on before I do my skincare just to keep all my hair out of my face and make sure that I get all the skin possible. And a lot of my products are Beauty of Joseon, but don't get it twisted, I am not sponsored. I just love, love, love them so much. I wash my hands to get rid of any germs, and then I use the same towel every night, switching it out every once in a while because of germs. And this is the Versed Cleansing Balm. I'm almost out. So my new one's going to be the CeraVe Hydrating Foaming Oil and Cleanser. I don't really know if I've used it for a couple days now and I really like it. I don't know what people are saying about it online, but I really, really like it, especially because I have dry skin and because it has that, what is that oil? It's like that plant oil in it. The squalene in it. It really soothes my dry skin and gives me a lot of moisture. So I put that on my face and then I put a little water on my hands to emulsify it to get it to be that foaminess. That's what really cleans out your pores. And then I use the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser as a second layer. Normally I just put this right on top of my other one because I'm too lazy to wash it off because the water just gets everywhere. And that's my main thing with skincare that I hate. It's like the beginning of it just feels so messy. But at night I do warm water and then in the morning I do cold water to wake me up. But since I'm trying to go to sleep, I do warm water to soothe me at night. And then I pat that all dry. No swiping, swiper, because we want good skin. That's the whole reason why we're doing this. So next thing I use is this Beauty of Joseon exfoliating cleanser. It has ABH and BHA in it. I really, really like this. I have keratosis pilaris. I don't know what it's, KP. Chicken skin, whatever, on the back of my cheeks right there where I'm rubbing. So I put this on and then I physically scratch very lightly. So that's a physical exfoliant and then a chemical. And then I use this ginseng essence essence on top of that, also by Beauty of Joseon. This smells like dirt, okay? But it really soothes my skin and brings a lot of moisture back into my skin and allows my skin to soak up a lot more moisture. But it really does smell like dirt water. This is the Beauty of Joseon Reviving Eye Serum. It has their retinol in it. I normally wouldn't do this because I'm under the age of 25 and I just like not even under the age of 25. Like I just don't see wrinkles, but I really wanted an under eye cream and this does the trick. I also rub it on my forehead because, it has retinol and same thing with my neck. That's where you're going to get all those lines and stuff. So put it on there for precaution. And then while all this is drying because it's super wet, I brush my teeth because I use a moisturizer that I forget, but I'll show it to you. It's super thick, and if I put it on with wet hands and wet skin, it's like trying to move cement when it's already dried. It's like literally impossible. And so I let my skin dry out and I brush my teeth while I do that. And I know it looks super aggressive me brushing my teeth, but it is in 2 times speed. Yes, this is it. The Nivea cream. It's like a whole body cream, but I use it just for my face because, like I said, I have like really dry skin. And so when I put this on, I am moisturized for like the whole day. I'm talking, but you won't hear it. I'm just explaining if my skin's wet and I put this on, I can't move it. Just what I explained earlier. So, and I only use a little bit and then I spread it all over my face. I really, really love this cream. I picked it up one time when I was traveling. I shouldn't take it while I was traveling because it's over, the 3 ounces. And so I got to the airport freshly new. I had used it one time. I had to throw it away. It was so sad. But it's a really great cream. I really love it. I use it for my full body too. It's wonderful. And then I use the Aquaphor, literally Aquaphor. I don't know what it's called, but I just put it on my lips because after I do all this moisturizing everywhere else, my lips feel so dry. Even if they aren't, it's just because my skin around it is so moisturized that my lips feel dry. So yeah, that's like the end of my routine. And now I'm just gonna wind down and go to bed. So as I mentioned earlier in the video, I was having a lot of trouble airdropping the files from my phone to my iPad, and I've just continuously had trouble. Even if I'm just airdropping one 2-minute file, it fails every single time. And so I had another day, and then I had a whole other day too where I was doing a bunch of other stuff that wasn't particularly pertaining to the launch prep. And so it would have been more like a week in my life, but now it's more like a day in my life because of the technical difficulties I'm having. But as of right now, it is currently Monday, August 12th, and this is what I have so far. So I found all of the ribbons that I needed and one more that I might end up putting at the end of this scarf. I talked about them in the video, but I cut them out. Basically, I have all of these scarves that I have already made, and so I'm going to launch those when I launch my first drop. And I'm making a scarf and I want to add like buttons to it and everything, so I'm going to take these off this ribbon and add the buttons. And then I also got additional buttons to add on. I have these ones. I like that some of them look like pie, a little bit more ornate too, as well as all these stars. I am a silver girly, not a gold girly, but red and gold just feel like they go so much better together than red and silver. And then the big kicker. These are my star muffs. So I have one done in almost every single color except a solid red one. So I have the red in the bows, and then I have a solid brown, a bowed brown, then I have a solid white. Yes, I'm going to show you every single one. And then, last but not least, I have a bowed white. So, some additions I'm going to do to them. I'm going to add the wire headband, like I said. I just haven't found them, and I needed to take product photos today. So, when you see them on my Instagram, they are without the wire headband, but they will be there when you buy them or you pre-order them. And then I have these bows. I'm going to sew the middle of them so that they'll never come undone and so that they stay in one spot. Because as you can see, some of them tilt like this. I want them to be perfectly in the middle and then not come undone. So I'm going to sew them all in the center. And then once I get on the wire headbands, then I'm going to figure out where it'll probably be somewhere again on this band to put my label. So that's a bunch of other stuff that I needed to do. But my plans have kind of been disrupted because I've been looking for a job, a full-time job for a while, and I finally got an offer that I was like really willing to accept and really wanting to accept. So I was going to today's Monday again. So I was going to Tuesday and Wednesday have my boyfriend come down and help me with a lot of my shop prep and more so like social media stuff because he can't crochet. But now that is negated because I start my new job tomorrow. So now I will have the fun of managing a full-time job and doing a part-time small business. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it goes really well and I'm able to juggle everything and I'm able to do everything that I want to do and do it successfully and how I want to do it. I might not be able to, put as much time into this, but the time I do put into it now, I will have to put in a lot of effort when I can put in time. So I feel like it will be a little bit more valuable and I'll have to get more straight to the point rather than some days, I dilly-dally around, I do some things, I don't do it, but then it will have to be more pungent. So I'm really sorry and I'm really sad that I wasn't able to show you all that other footage because I really wanted to. That's something that I wanted to share, but technology said, no girl, that is not today, that is not what's happening. So just wanted to give an update at the end of the video and sign off. Also, just super, super random. But one of the clips that I wasn't able to put in was kind of like a candle review. And I follow this creator. Her name's Kayla Ma. She runs From Kayla, which is a soy handmade candle business from Canada. And this is one of her candles that I got. I got the pomelo and peony, and this is so good. Like, this was an oopsie candle, and so that means that there was something cosmetically wrong with it, but not physically anything wrong with it. And this smells wonderful. It is so, 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 so good. The oopsie was that, like, or the only thing I could find was that the wick was their wooden wicks. As you can see, it's like, you know, wood. This happens because wax hand poured, that's like normal. So, whatever. It still works the same, it's just cosmetic. But that wasn't what it was like when I got it. It was all smooth and everything. Anyways, the wick was a little bit broken, but it's like, okay, so when I burn it, it's gonna look like that anyway, so. But yeah, and then I got another one that was baked apple pie, and it smells so, so, so good. But I wanted this because it's still summertime, and this smells like peonies. I am from the state of Indiana, and peony is our state flower, and I can guarantee you that this is what a peony smells like. I really don't know what pomelo smells like, and so I can't really distinctly tell you if it's super pomelo-y, but it is definitely peony-y. It's like crack. It literally, I like this, and it makes my whole space smell like a flower garden. It's so good. Anyways, cannot recommend this enough. She gave me one of her Sprite stickers that got messed up in the printing, so now it's on my wall. Another update that I was going to do, I showed a bunch of me reorganizing and re-putting together my space because I'm living in a temporary space that has now become a little bit more permanent, especially because of my job and just my current situation in life and all of this stuff. And so I started to decorate a lot more, and this was one of the things. I went to Europe, and I took a family trip with obviously my family, and these are just some of the postcards because I like to collect postcards from places I go that we went to and that I got, and just some other things too. Like I went to Falling Water in Pennsylvania when I went to Pittsburgh. My Picklesburg prep video, you should totally watch that. We went to Falling Water, and that's like the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam. That's the Berlin Wall, like the day that it was, you know, came falling down. This was in Koblenz that I got this. It's just like all the different grapes and wine in Germany. This was from the Boston War Museum. This is from Luxembourg, and this is from Bruges. It's just like, there's like a little legend thing that basically some guy got his head chopped off, and so this other rich guy was mad about it and said that swans had to be in the city of Bruges for the rest of time, and they're known as the long necks. And the guy who got his, you know, head chopped off, his last name was Longneck, so like it's funny. Anyways, it's not funny because he died, but you know, here you go. Anyways, oh, and this last thing, this was a collage that I made with one of my friends when she came over to visit. So yeah, anyways, my name is Genesis, and I really appreciate you supporting me, supporting my art. My pre-order for my Star Muffs starts August 26th at 10 a.m. You can EST, Eastern Standard Time. So you can go and check that out on my website, which is genesisapparel.shop. If you want more information, my AC is about to start, oh my gosh. If you want more information, you can go to my website, and you can also definitely go to my Instagram, where I will be posting a lot more information. Okay, I really gotta go, because the AC just started. So anyways, I love you, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day, bye!